to another squeaky clean edition of Go Williams Lake. $3 for a load of laundry. I guess that's the price of keeping your clothes clean. So let's start the show off with a tattoo studio that's opened up in town recently. It's actually really nice. So let's meet the local artist who runs the place as she uses the most organic of canvases. Her name is Danare Latin, and what she does is make her mark on the people of Williams Lake. Her exploration in the art of tattooing has been going on for the past 3.5 years, and it's something she's passionate about. Now, how did it all start? Well, it was the complete faith of a family friend.
The first tattoo was actually his name right across his back, huge in big letters, Zolkowski, and I was terrified. He pretty much gave me the machine and was like, go. And I was like, you know, I'm like, I can't do this, but I took a deep breath and I did it.
The experience inspired her, and it took her to upstate New York, where she learned the principles of how to tattoo.
Oh my goodness, New York was absolutely fantastic. It was the best experience of my life. I met a lot of fantastic people, and actually when I went to New York, I wasn't doing tattooing for about 2 years prior to it because I wasn't sure if that was the route I wanted to go. But when I went to New York, I was like, you know what, if I can get back into it, then this is what I'm doing, this is it. And I took to it. It was like riding a bike. I got right back into it again, and yeah, it was a fantastic experience.
All this has led up to where she is now, in her new shop called Exposed Expressions.
I just wanted it to be kind of like a coffee house, very laid back, very warm and welcoming place to be, so it's not so intimidating.
The whole ambiance of this place is great. For the first time in my life, I'm actually considering getting a tattoo. That is, until I see the needle. Wow. I may find it a little gross, but that's not a widely shared opinion.
For me, it's relaxing. It's kind of like getting your hair done. We were just talking about that today, actually. I don't know. It doesn't hurt. I don't know. You get some spots where it's kind of sensitive and you just kind of like, ow, but you know, you just kind of suck it up and it's nice.
I think the noise of the gun is worse than the ink going in. It really wasn't that painful.
Tara Betger is getting an old tattoo she doesn't like too much covered up.
I just really like the design, like the flowers and stuff like that. So I totally trust her. So if she thinks of something, it's just, you know, usually it's bang right on. And that's the nice thing about her.
I am getting a side piece with roses and a sheet of music. I love it. Everybody I've showed it to loves it. She just is so artistic. Yeah, I hand out her card all the time.
As for Latin, it's more than just the art that she loves about her job. It's also
the people, because I get to meet a vast amount of people. I mean, it's great. You get to know, you know, all different kinds that you would not normally meet.
With Go Williams Lake, I'm Jonathan Horst.
Freeway tunnel entrance.
Remember how in last week's episode of Go, I wasn't able to join the over 40 group because I was too young? Well, this week I found a pretty nice place to live in, only again, I'm too young. See, it's called the Glen Arbor Home, and they just celebrated their 8th anniversary with a barbecue. We went to it to check out what the place is all about. Hey, look at this.
Okay.
Yeah, we are, just one big family.
For the past 8 years, this place has been the home to some very close-knit seniors. And it all can be attributed to
the people, yeah. You know, even though, you know, they say, oh, I'm on the first floor, I'm on the second floor. But you know what? It doesn't matter. We all care about one another. And we do, you know, care, and it's evident by how everybody's visiting today. It's a very friendly place.
We all look after each other, the whole landings. If somebody's not well and you don't see them for a couple of days, you knock on the door to see if they're all right, or you phone them up. It's not just a place you live in. It's a place that you really want to be because you know you're safe.
Of course, this has to be a home first and foremost, a place where people live, in some very nice units.
Just look around. Where else could you go? It's beautiful in here. The apartments are nice. Everything's so nice in here. I have a car in the garage. It stays in there. It's heated in the winter. I don't have to warm it up. What more could I ask for?
This facility is very well run, and people really care about it, and it's evident in how well it's kept. Okay? So it's a pleasure to be here.
You ask them to go anywhere else and you'll not get us out of here, not if you blow us out.
There is some good news that was also revealed at this barbecue. See, the Caribou Park Home Society has received the green light to start fundraising for Phase 2 of the home. A building that could reach up to 4 stories high and house many more seniors in the area.
It's going to be a long, hard road to get another facility built, but it's so necessary for this area. So I think it's something that we should all get behind, and however they're going to do it, I just thank them for it and good luck.
And I don't think it could be in a nicer place to have a senior's home, because this is low-cost housing. It's not for people that's got a terrible lot of money and can go and buy this. This is a treat for us that can't live on our own anymore.
It's exciting to see the future for this place. A place that is so much more than just a home.
Well, if God made anything better, he kept it for himself.
With Go Williams Lake, I'm Jonathan Horst. After the break, we learned some really helpful tips to help make sure your kids are buckled up properly. Just can't put this down. Welcome back. Now, it's an unfortunate reality, but driving in your car is incredibly dangerous, especially with children on board. Sorry to bring that up. But in this week's Parenting 101, Trish Morey learned some helpful tips to help you make sure your child is as safe as possible in the most dangerous of transport devices.
With kids, nothing's easy, and when it comes to car seats, it can definitely be overwhelming. Oh boy.
As much as this would be nice, it's not going to happen for another 16 years. So, there are services in town that can help clear up the whole business of child restraints. Claire Jones specializes in this, and it's her job to make sure kids like Max here are sitting secure.
The most common question, well, first their basic concern is if they do have their car seat installed correctly, that their child is safe. The second question is, when do they switch them from rear facing to forward facing? So children need to be rear facing until they are at least 12 months old and weigh at least 20 pounds.
It's a lot to consider, but there are some key points that parents should learn. First of which would be to read the instruction manuals for both your car and car seat, because it can get complicated.
It can. Even for somebody that's doing car seats all the time, it's so important that you read your car seat manual and your vehicle manual, because each vehicle has different requirements for car seat installation as well.
Ew, a squished noodle.
Even with the instructions read, you still need to make sure that your seat is sitting in your car properly.
So Melissa, one thing I noticed about your car seat is the orange is showing to say that it is in the incorrect recline position.
The different ways to adjust the angle, like having the pool noodle and the Dyson because we have leather seats.
A critical issue that can arise and cause arguments is how tight the harness should be.
So you shouldn't be able to fit more than a finger into between the harness and the child. Or if you can pinch some of the webbing of the harness, it's too loose. And the other one is where the chest clip position is. So the chest clip position needs to be at the collarbones.
especially when they're really little, why that needs to be so tight around them, while the chest strap needs to be up so tight. It does seem really tight. It seems almost uncomfortably tight, but understanding they're so flexible and malleable and tiny that in the case of a collision, they would go shooting.
My husband and I argue about this all the time.
Buying a car seat can be a stressful experience, but what's important is that it's the right fit.
A good thing to do before you buy your car seat is go play with that demo model. Like try moving the straps around, try buckling it, look it all over, and see how hard it is to change where the harness slot is. It's buckled in.
Even with the tips we talked about here, it can still be a mind number.
Just instead of stressing and trying to figure it out yourself, there's people in town who do a good job of explaining it and setting it up for you and walking you through it. Take advantage of the resources in town.
Remember, it's about your child's safety, and your children come first.
It's just as important as us wearing our seatbelt correctly, the child needs to be in the correct seatbelt.
With Go Williams Lake, I'm Trish Morey.
Thanks for watching this week's edition of Go Williams Lake. Now, if you have any comments or questions or story ideas, feel free to email me or tweet me or whatever. Now, I have to go fold all this laundry, so yeah.
John, the sign off?
What?
The witty sign off.
Oh, right. Keep it clean. Ugh. Where's that sock? What is it, Narnia in here? Ugh. Oh.